Hey everyone, Livy here, back with another video, and today we're kind of doing a tarot advent check-in, but also just talking through some, I don't know if the word in this case would be unfortunate, but kind of weird and coincidental things that sometimes happen with tarot. And just, I guess, how I personally have been trying to process it. I don't know. On the day of me filming this, it is the 11th day of Tarot Advent. I already opened up my little envelope, sorry. And these were the cards that I got. And I am going to talk about this particular pairing here because it was very unfortunate. But we will just push this a little bit so I can show you guys a little bit of how this journal has been going. So this is a journal that goes with the deck that I'm using for Tarot Advent. And by the way, if you're like, what the hell am I talking about? This is particularly Tarot Advent that was made by Kelly Bear. I'm just doing it in this way where I have folders. And the deck that I picked for it happens to be this one. This is the Every Little Thing You Do Is Magic Tarot. And like I said in my other video about this, that was very quick and short, is that basically every single card in the deck has been put into these envelopes. I've already opened, like I said, this is day 11, so I've opened 11 envelopes so far. I still have more to go. And with this deck, the cool thing about it is that, the regular little guidebook that's in with the deck also has this, but you can separately get this journal. And this journal is basically an expansion of what's in the guidebook. Like, it goes a lot more into numerology, stuff, a little bit of history, talks about the people. And then it has a bunch of like tarot spreads and prompts and not tarot spreads, but like journal prompts and other activities. So I've slowly been making my way through this journal. So I guess what I'll show today before I talk about today's reading and how kind of potent it was, let's start by talking about the major arcana. So for the majors, as you guys can see here, I've had a lot of majors so far. It's only been 11 days, and I've had most of the majors. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, only 9 of the majors I haven't gone yet out of 22. Can you believe? Don't know why I'm getting them all so early, but I have been. So I've been like filling in. Oops, sorry, I'm knocking my camera. I've been filling in like keywords and stuff about them. And of course, with that too, also each card, right, has a journal prompt. So I've been making sure to do all the activities and things that coincide with those. And so I've had a lot of progress so far, right? Like things filled in. Even on here, not all of them. Now, what's interesting about this is that I guess the journal would have been a lot bigger if they had given you space within it to do a bunch of this stuff. So not every section of this journal has a prompt for everything. As an example, right after the majors, it goes into the minors, but it starts with the wands, which, by the way, looking at this, out of all the wands, I've only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've had 5 wands so far. And of course, this is including the court cards. I've only had 5 wands. And see, some of the pages, they look like this. So when you get pages like this, most importantly are the journal prompts on the bottom. And what I've been doing with those is I've actually been writing them in this journal. So, see, they're like, I do my regular journal just like this. I'm not one of those people who makes my, like, artsy fartsy looking journals, really. If I'm actually writing to write in a journal and explain my thoughts and feelings and stuff, I give myself as much space as possible. But yeah, I've been writing in here for the extra journal prompts on the bottom. But otherwise, I've been trying to fill this out. What's another thing to talk about with this progress? Oh, see, and then there's like a page where you can actually write in it. So it just depends on what the journal, I guess, felt like doing, or the creators, like how they made it. Cups. Okay, this is only day 11, right? And so far, I've only had 4 cups, which is not a great sign for me because that means that the rest of this month leading up to Christmas, I'm going to probably be experiencing a lot of watery cards and feelings and emotions and all that jazz, which is not fun, especially leading into what I'm going to talk about soon. But I've continued to still try my best, do the prompts as followed. Let me see what else. Oh, this one was my favorite though so far. Like this whole house thing, and there's like different things related to this. That was the first one for the Oracle of Cups. Then there's the Elder. In the swords though, today I got 2 swords, so that kind of upped the count here of how many swords I've gotten so far doing this activity. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've had 5 swords so far. So that's like about the same as the wands. So equal amount of time that I could end up with swords as well for my readings. Let me see what else. Oh, this one was cool too. This was for the 3 of Swords. This was one of my favorite activities also, where it actually required you to do a reading. It kind of like to help you clear confusion with getting this card. I wasn't really confused because, again, this is more like a random activity to see what you get kind of thing. But this reading actually was kind of, it made a lot of sense to me. And I used, actually to do this reading, because obviously the deck is like taken into parts, I used my mini Nicoletta Ciccoli tarot because I always, for some reason, gravitate to using this month in December. Don't know why. But yeah. And then finally, for the Pentacles, let's see here if I can find them. Yeah, Pentacles. Pentacles, I've had, it feels like a lot of them, but maybe it's pretty even. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I've had the most of the Pentacles so far. Which I find really interesting. I don't know if it's because this first half of the month and stuff, I've also had to deal with a lot of work-life balance and all that jazz. I don't know. But I've been also doing, again, whatever activity pops up with that. There is some other stuff back here I want to kind of look into for the resources section, but just haven't had the time. But yeah, that's my progress with this so far. Where they didn't have actual prompts in this journal, I've just been writing in this journal. And with this deck too, which is shown basically on any of these, is that every card has a song. So I've been making sure to listen to all the songs as well. I am surprised by how many songs I do recognize, but there's obviously a lot that I have been hearing basically for the first time. And so that's also been really enjoyable to listen and to try to see how they're connected to the cards. But I also wanted to do this check-in to talk about this for today, right? Again, folder number 11 had these 3 cards, which is not a fun combination. If you've ever had this combination, sorry for you too, but basically I have the 7 of Cups here, the 7 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. This is basically just showing you all how anxiety-induced and messed up my day kind of has started, which, by the way, it's barely like 9 something at the time of me filming this on a random Wednesday. And this is how much anxiety and craziness has gone on in my day. It's kind of unfortunate to even point this out, but if these cards weren't any indication, I started my day with kind of really bad anxiety and panic. So bad that I basically was getting a panic attack and I had to call out of work. Yeah. And I wish I could tell you this was where it started, but it didn't. See, I was already panicked and crazy and feeling all these manic feelings when I eventually got out of bed and tried to like go about my day. I pulled I pulled this envelope, and these were the cards that showed up. So this is just telling you sometimes how weird and crazy the universe of tarot can be. Okay? It sometimes gives you this. It literally shows you anxiety all right here, all there for you, just so you know. As if not telling you already, well, no shit, I already know I'm anxious. Like, why do you have to show me with these 3 cards? And I think what's even more crazy about this popping up is that this card, the 9 of Swords, is actually my card of the day. I did a week ahead reading, and for Wednesday, today, the day I'm filming, 9 of Swords is my card of the day. Now, sometimes, you get a week ahead reading and you're looking at it and you're just like, I mean, it seems like it could maybe be bad, but maybe it won't actually be as bad as it seems. But unfortunately for me, I actually am having one of those weeks where all the cards were for the start of my week were basically telling me, hey, shit's gonna be bad. And I was trying not to believe it, but it told me anyways, right? And so I guess I didn't expect this from this tarot advent, that this would align like this, because so far all the cards I've been getting I don't know if they've actually aligned. It's just been like interesting introspection to me. Like I've been just looking at what the 3 cards were and really thinking about those cards and how I relate to them and the prompts and the songs and just vibing out. But this reading actually aligned. And so I don't know, that just like kind of unsettled me a little bit. But also just crazy because again, the 9 of Swords, it's just popping up to tell you anxiety. It's just a thing. But also, if you ever, like me, have this crazy of a combo, I think whatever message I can give you today, because I guess I need to try to remind myself and remind others, is take the time you need to figure out what the right path is so that you're not sitting in a hotbed of snakes. Because if you're not being honest with yourself, your anxieties are catching up with you, right? I was not being honest with myself. This whole week, I was trying to fight off the fact that I knew I was unsettled. Like, it just felt like a really hard week. My husband's also out of town. He's on a business trip, and so I've been left alone, which, by the way, normally I'm a very independent person. I am very introverted. I actually like having time on my own. But for once, I don't know what it was about him going that I felt very anxious. Maybe it was just because I felt like the 2 of us had been in a period of bonding maybe, and I just didn't want him to go. I don't know. I'm trying to basically piece together what the fuck is happening. But I also know work's been very stressful. Even to the point where last week, I shit you not, I had a really bad migraine and I was trying to call out, but my work basically told me, lols, no, you can't. You still have to come in. And that day was a nightmare. So maybe that's also where the not honest has been, deceitful, like kind of fucked up feeling of, I don't feel like I've adequately had time to rest. And I guess that sucks too. I don't know. The 7s have been coming for me. And I say that too because my card of the month for December is also, it's not these 7s, but it's the 7 of Wands. So, you know, like trying to stay the high ground when everything's going to shit, or like trying to stay in the light when the dark things are trying to come at you. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of vibe. So maybe this was that sign. I needed to step back. I guess it's just, again, I guess it's just unfortunate that it had to happen today. But if you are someone like me who deals with anxiety and neurodivergence, because let me be honest, this is also, I know, very much tied to my autism and like things being dysregulated and all that stuff. It's tied to this, right? If you, like me, are not only neurodiverse but also anxious, I guess this is also your time to relax, calm down. Maybe maybe I do this live. I've never done this live. What? Maybe I actually do need to pull my oracle for today. I've been using Seasons of the Witch in bulk just because it feels wintry enough for me. I mean, look at this. I think I actually need to, like, you know, pull a card and think about this, because it's just, I don't know, guys, it's been a lot. When I pull oracle too, I don't know what's up with me. I always tend to pull, you think I pull the top card, but what card always heats up and calls out to me is always the bottom card when I do oracle. So most of the time I'll actually pull from the bottom. I don't pull from the top. Is that weird? Does anybody else pull from the bottom too? Don't know. I'm just gonna hope this message helps. Okay, what is this? I've got rosemary bread today. And it says, share and commune with the ones who mean the most to you. Break bread with the spirit of rosemary, which will call for healing and mend. Wow. Okay, holy shit. That actually helped. Oh, wow. Did not expect that. Unfortunately, I can't really commune with the ones who mean the most, except to keep messaging my husband when he has breaks. But he's literally 3-hour time zone difference. So I don't know. I think what I'm just going to do today is try my best, heal, mend, eat good food, relax the rest of this. But yeah, I don't know. Whoever else has been having crazy experiences with their tarot advent, I'm really curious to see. This was just by far like a very interesting turning point in this experiment. Overall, I've liked doing this. I've liked doing tarot advent. I've been having actually a lot of fun. I feel like I've been getting not only closer to this deck, because this deck, as you can see, it is very beautiful. These are the backs, by the way. This deck is very beautiful, and I've actually been feeling very connected to it, and I've been having a lot of fun with the songs especially. But I don't know. I guess today was just a lot, and I'm going to take time back for myself. So, yeah. If you guys were watching, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I know this is very different of a video. I'm literally just kind of dissecting cards, talking about things, how things have been going. It's not really, I guess this is more show me how you practice kind of style video, but yeah, I'll have something else next time. I know there'll be more. I have some things filmed and they will eventually pop up. So again, thank you so much for watching if you have, and I will see you all again next time. Bye.